right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Officer Knight.
Nice. All right, I'd like to welcome all of you to your child's DARE graduation ceremony today. But before we get started, I'd like to bring up the class representative to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So from room P2, can I please have Arnav to the podium?
Please stand. Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
So parents, let me just tell you a little bit about what we've been doing for the last 10 weeks and a little introduction to the DARE program. It was originally created back in 1983 as a joint effort with the Los Angeles Police Department and the Los Angeles Unified School District. And it was originally created to educate young children about substance abuse and the effects of drugs. However, over the years, the program has now morphed, and it now teaches your students and your children how to deal with peer pressure, how to deal with stress, how to make safe and responsible choices, how to deal with bullying, and how to overall be good citizens. So now I'd like to introduce to you some very important guests that are up here that came a long way to congratulate you guys on your graduation from the DARE program. So first we have Assistant Chief Dan Winter, Captain Wahid Kazem, and we have Mayor Lisa Gilmore, Vice Mayor Kathy Watanabe, Councilmember Teresa O'Neill, and from the Santa Clara Unified School District, we have Superintendent Dr. Stanley Rose, and from the school district, we have School Board Clerk Jody Muirhead. We have School Board Member Mark Richardson, School Board Member Andy Ratterman, School Board Member Albert Gonzalez, and last but definitely not least, your very own principal, Bob Moss. And now a few words from Assistant Chief Winter.
Good morning. I apologize for being a couple minutes late. I'm going to blame my captain for that. He told me we were early. I started at 8:50, and you think I'd be early. This is the school that I live closest to, so I live right around the corner. You think I'd be early for this one. Kids, how did Officer Knight do? Awesome. Very good, very good. Well, we at the Santa Clara Police Department feel very fortunate to continue to have this DARE program. We have such a great relationship with the school district. We get great support from our city council, and many departments have had to give up this program, but we're fortunate to keep it going because of that support. Kids, hopefully you use that DARE decision-making model as you go through life, as you head on into middle school. Your decisions will only get harder and harder as you go through, so use those tools that Officer Knight has given you as you move on. To the family members, friends, parents, thank you so much for being here. It's a great turnout of folks to show up here and support the kids at their graduation. You have the most influence in their lives, and please keep that dialogue open. Hopefully this has started some conversations at home, and you've been able to have those discussions, but keep the dialogue open as they get older. Because you are that biggest influence. And to the teachers, thank you very much for letting Officer Knight come into the classroom, maybe disrupt it a little bit, create a little chaos, and then hand the class back over to you to bring it back under control. So thank you very much, and kids, congratulations.
And Mayor Gilmore.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mayor.
It's really a pleasure to be here today. And with me, as was introduced earlier, is Vice Mayor Kathy Watanabe with the DARE Lion, right? I tried to grab it from her, but she wouldn't let go of it. And Councilmember Teresa O'Neill, who also lives right around the corner. You probably see her on her bicycle all the time, riding to City Hall at all hours of the day and night. So I'm particularly pointing out those two because it's really important that our City Council supports this program, and they do. And they're one of the huge reasons that we still have this program, at least as a partnership between our city, our police department, and our school district. This is one of the most positive things I do as mayor of Santa Clara is attend the DARE graduations, because I think it's so important at your age to get these instructions and these tools from Officer Knight, who does a fabulous job. I think we can all agree on that. She's hiding behind the DARE thing here. Yes, and she does a fabulous job teaching you the skills that are necessary that you're going to use the rest of your life. The things that you're learning now in terms of peer pressure, bullying, the effects of drugs and alcohol, learning how to cope with issues and problems in your life, you're going to take that with you when you're in high school, when you're in college, when you're in the workforce, when you're sitting on a city council, when you're the police chief. You're going to take those skills and really remember what you learned here at Millikin School and with Officer Knight. This is a wonderful partnership between our city and our school district, our police department, your principal, your teachers, the school district. It really, shows that we can all work together as a community, and you're part of the community, and we're here to help and support you in your community. So if you need anything in your community to help you, or if there's a tough decision that you need to make, you have our police officers, our chiefs, our city council, the mayor, our city manager, the school district, the school board members. We have so many school board members here today just to show that we support you and how important it is for this graduation today. And most of all, you have your parents, you have your guardians, you have the people in your family and your close friends to help you through this, because it's not easy growing up today. There's a lot of decisions and issues that are going to face you on a daily basis. And if you can take what you've learned here, I think we're all going to be better, and our community is going to be better as a whole. So I'm so incredibly proud of you today. So thank you for inviting me, and congratulations on your graduation.
All right. And Dr. Rose? I don't know.
It's not working. I don't know why. I was pretending.
Okay.
It's working.
There you go.
It always works with the superintendent. And it never should, by the way. Boys and girls, I want to congratulate you too. The thing that I want to talk about this morning, a couple of things. First of all, I want to acknowledge this partnership that you're seeing up here. Our grateful thanks go to the mayor and to the city council for our ability to partner with the police department to bring this program to you. If the chief were here, he would tell you that there aren't that many cities left that are able to run this kind of program together, but we're one very lucky community because we can partner in this way. And so we're very grateful to the police department and the great partnership we have with them to be able to bring this program to you. And so I do want to just congratulate you today on going through the program. We are living in the see something, say something age now, and I think that we need every single one of you to be the leaders that we're growing you to be, that your parents are calling upon you to be. We don't have one life to waste in this world today to make the world a better place, to make your community a better place. Every single one of you is so important. You need to understand that. All the gifts that you have, you've been given for a reason, and you need to take those gifts and go out and use them in the world to do the best you can to make the world a better place for yourselves, for your families, and for the people around you, for for your friends and even people you don't know. And so take all of these lessons, internalize them, make them part of your being, put them to use as you see fit, and then go out and do good in the world. And we're very, very proud of you. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and we are very blessed to have you, and we are very proud of what you've done. Congratulations.
And Principal Moss.
I know I'm not going to get up. You guys are amazing, and you know it. Thank you guys for participating and being so respectful to Officer Knight. I do appreciate it. It is very important that we're part of this partnership, as Dr. Rose said and the mayor has said. It's a good connection for you for getting to know police officers, to see them as a resource and not as somebody that's out to get you. And I think that partnership is so important for all students, because they are there for you. They're there to protect you and to serve you, as well as to help inform you of making good choices. So thank you very much to Officer Knight and all police department, the board, and the city for making this happen. So let's give them a round of applause.
And so now I'd like to take just a brief minute to thank my wonderful teachers for allowing me to come back to their classroom week after week, even when I kind of messed it up and got you guys all hyper and then gave you right back. So they were absolutely wonderful, and I'd like to invite them up to the podium so I can say thank you. So I have Mr. Cinco, Mrs. Priest, and Mr. Bray. As a token of our thanks, we have some DARE lunchbox coolers and a Panera gift card to get you started.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And parents, at the end of lesson 7, your children were assigned a DARE essay, and they were so excited to write this essay. You can see them all displayed on the very back wall for you guys to look at the end of the ceremony. But after going through every essay, I selected one student from each class to be a representative. So can I please have, from room H1, is it Ashka? P2, Samuel, and P1, Arya, up here to the podium, please.
Hello, Millikin parents, students, and important people. I'm here to tell you about the DARE program. In DARE, we learn to make responsible decisions that can affect us heavily. We learn about weighing the pros and cons of every decision that can change ourselves completely. We also learn about resisting drugs, bullying, communication, responding to stress, etc. But the most important thing we learn is how to deal with them in a way that there won't be any negative consequences. We use the DARE decision-making model to define, assess, respond, and evaluate problems to make a decision. One important subject we learn about in DARE is bullying and how it can affect others. Bullying is a problem all across the country where people are teased for being different. In DARE, we learn the negative consequences of bullying. There are 4 types of bullying. The first type is physical bullying, where someone gets hurt physically. The bully might push, hit, or trip their target. The second type of bullying is verbal bullying. In this, the bully might tease the target or insult them. The third type of bullying is social bullying. The bully might spread rumors about the target, exclude the target, play pranks on them, and destroy their social reputation. The fourth type of bullying is cyberbullying. The bully might send mean emails about the target to them or others. We learn to never be bystanders or people who do nothing about the bullying and just watch it, and instead stand up for someone and help them fight back. In DARE, we also learn how to safely deal with bullying. The best way to expose the bully is to safely report the bullying to an adult, such as your teacher or parents. Some safe ways to do so are to send an email to the teacher or write an anonymous note. When we report bullying, we should use the 5 W's. Who was involved, what was going on, when was it happening, where was it happening, and possibly why it was happening. If you report correctly, the bully would get in serious trouble and probably regret doing it in the first place. If the bully doesn't stop, you can call in your help network or group of people to help you confront the bully and tell them to stop. This group can include friends, family members, and other people, including adults. Another topic we learn about in DARE is resisting drugs and smoking. we learn about the negative effects of smoking and taking drugs and the harm it causes worldwide. Using alcohol can lead to the loss of coordination, poor judgment, memory loss, loss of self-control, slow reflexes, damaged organs, coma, and even death. Despite all these negative effects, there are still people out there who drink alcohol. Across the U.S., there are 75,000 alcohol-related deaths a year. Taking cigarettes can interfere with the way the brain works, cause cancer, heart disease, etc., and more than 400,000 Americans die from tobacco-related causes each year. Although you may think that smoking can damage the person who does it, being around people who smoke can expose you to chemicals in secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is smoke inhaled from someone else smoking. There are about 50,000 deaths related to secondhand smoke per year. The final topic I would like to talk about is stress management. In DARE, we learn about signs of stress and 4 effective ways to calm ourselves down after a stressful situation. Some ways we learned are about identifying stress is if we were feeling sad, angry, or felt like we wanted to cry or yell. Our body might hurt, our face could be red, and our palms could feel sweaty. The best way to deal with stress is to calm down and think happy thoughts. In DARE, we learn 4 ways to calm ourselves down. The first way is to count to 5 and slow things down. The second thing you could do is walk away from the situation and give yourself time to think in a quiet place. The third way is to give yourself a positive pep talk and tell yourself you can do it. The fourth and final way is to just rest for some time. These stress management ways are perfect to get your emotions in order after a sticky situation. As you can see, DARE is an extremely useful program and can prevent several problems children are going through. This program should be shared worldwide to solve all these problems which are still happening today. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Samuel He. Michael, Josh, Sophia, and Daryl learned how to become good citizens and responsible for their actions. They know that DARE, a program dedicated to teaching how to resist temptation and drugs, is very important for a child's future. 4 kids took lessons in DARE and decided to be your DARE decision-making models. One of the first lessons they taught was how to avoid drugs. Alcohol and tobacco are 2 types of drugs that are dangerous for your health. Many people die in the United States a year due to smoking, secondhand smoking, or drinking alcohol. They're illegal for anybody under the age of 21, and the effects can lead to coma or death. Learn resistance strategies to avoid drugs and avoid peer pressure. Everybody faces a risky situation at least once in their life. 2 possibilities that can happen as a result of a risk that you can take are called positive and negative consequences. A positive consequence is a good result from the risk, while a negative consequence is the opposite. Always be careful when you are taking a risk. Stress is what happens to you when you feel strained or embarrassed after an event that did not make you feel well. You may shout, cry, or feel delirious under the pressure of other people. To relieve stress, enjoy a nice activity, walk in circles, or have a nice snack. Sometimes you have to communicate properly to comfort the person you're talking to. As a speaker, do not appear angry and act casual and speak well. The person that is listening must keep eye contact and a good posture, or else the speaker will feel bad or not important. Bullies are people that are extremely mean and can tease people by calling them names or physically hurting them. They do this again and again to make the other person feel left out. Safely report bullying by sending an anonymous note to an adult or defend the victim. If you do not report bullying after you see it, you'll be considered a bystander. There are many situations when someone feels like they need to do something wrong. That person must remember the lessons we taught here in this essay. Stay safe and out of drugs, so you will be known as a good citizen, like your friends. Thank you.
DARE was really fun. It was my favorite extracurricular activity. I learned so much about bullying, communicating effectively, and being patient and respectful. It, in ways I cannot number, has made me a better person. The thing I liked most about DARE was the comfortable atmosphere. You didn't have to act like you were in front of the President of the United States. You could just talk as comfortably as you would to your friend. This allowed more class participation. Another thing I liked more about DARE is we didn't just talk about the lessons. We got to do activities, work in groups on problems, and even put on presentations in plays. I look forward to DARE every Thursday, except for the one I had to turn in my DARE report. The lesson that helped me most was probably the confident communication lesson, Before I had that lesson, whenever I wanted someone to listen to me, I would either raise my voice and shake them so that they know I was talking, so that they knew I was talking to them, or I would talk in a no-nonsense voice. And I realized that's not how I should talk. I should make eye contact and not put my body in threatening poses. For me, at least, the most fun lessons were the resistance strategy lessons. I didn't learn too much from them because I already knew what to do when someone offers you a cigarette. But the reason they were so fun was because Officer Knight let us do these amazing plays demonstrating different communication strategies. There was no shortage of laughter. The dullest lesson for me was the drugs lesson. There was a lot to learn about what tobacco does to your body and how alcohol affects your coordination, but I already read that part of the book at my friend's house. I already knew all the information. The main thing I learned in DARE is to be nice to people and help out whenever possible. I try to make that like a code of honor and stick to it. During DARE, I also learned a more effective method to make decisions, the DARE decision-making model. The model has 4 parts, obviously, which are as follows: define, assess, respond, and evaluate. Whenever someone is trying to tease me, insult me, or attack me physically, I use this model to decide the best course of action. As I said before, I love DARE and I'm looking forward to graduating and hopefully continuing DARE in 7th grade. I'll always remember what Officer Knight has taught me, and I'll use it to become a better person in the future. Thank you.
We also have some gifts for our essay winners. Can we give them one more round of applause, please? All right. And now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Students will be coming up by class to receive their DARE certificates. So we are going to start with Mrs. Priest's class.
This is H1. Kime Amir Kiai. Daniela Barani. Anika Butani. Cecilia Jalasani. Jahat Jima. Aina Dash. Srinethra Kalva. Rehan Karnik. Shankavi Kulasingham. Soham Kulkarni. Malia Lai. Nathan Lay. Mitansh Mitar. Nicholas Nguyen. Gillian Kwat. Lena Ramatula. Jordan Rose. Anirudh Sabari. Tanish Shanmugan. Sahaj Singh. Daniel Takau. Kamal Tirumanasekti. Jayvardhan Bankayala. Ashka Vasudev. Saleha Wahid. Christopher Winalski. And Samya Yadav.
Next will be Mr. Cinco's class.
Good job, young man. Very good chicken with the lion. There you go. Congratulations. Good job. You're 7, right? Oh, sorry. Congratulations. Good job.
To begin, Rishi, Hassan,
She was absent, sorry about that.
Drew, Anish, Ida, Ethan, Samuel, Saba, Baradan,
There you go. Keep that hand free.
Om, Nilia, Abiram, yes, Sharishma, Yasin, Inika, Arnav, Shloka, Elijah, Jay, Miyati, Donna, Pranav,
Congratulations. One more thing, I'm going to stick it in there. If you stay here.
Manasa,
Good job.
Kiran Mai,
Give you 2 at once. Congratulations. There's that bag.
Sophia, and Grace.
That will be fine. That'll be great. Thank you so much.
And for P1 in Mr. Bray's class, we have Divya. And Veda. Suman. Kaylin. Anton. Tam. Angelina. Aaron. Edward. Sanjana. Karan. Nora. Vivian. Priya. Karanya. Mason. Ethan. Mukalan. Shu.
Congratulations.
Navia. Hasani. Amna. Drew. Arham. Arya. Indira. Prisha. And Arya.
Can we give them all one more big round of applause, please? All right, and parents, your children and I have been working very hard on a little presentation for you guys. We've been working on it every day that we've been in class together since lesson 7. So students, if you still have your gifts, I'm going to put them under your seat. We are going to get ready to sing the DARE song for your parents, but I did bring a special guest to help you out. Came a long way to help you sing the DARE song for your parents. Which door is he coming in? It's Darren the Lion, our lovely mascot. All right. Belt to show. All right, guys. We're going to use Darren to help us out, so go ahead and please stand, turn, and face your parents. So in closing, parents, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to teach the DARE program to your children. Students, thank you for making every day of DARE a lot of fun, and you guys kept me on my toes. I didn't know what your skits were going to look like. I didn't know how much laughter it would be involved in class and what questions you guys would put in the DARE box. So thank you for always keeping me guessing, and I had a lot of fun, and I am actually going to miss being here with you guys. So this actually is the conclusion of your ceremony. Congratulations, guys, you have graduated. And in the very back, we have some refreshments for you guys behind the essays. So congratulations, guys, you did it.